friends, welcome back to my channel. My name is Liz, and if you're new around here, we do a ton of beauty related content, mainly makeup tutorials, which is what you're about to see. In today's makeup tutorial, we're going to use a new palette. Well, it's new to me anyway. It's been out for a little while. Here in Australia, there's a brand called Australis, and this is the Up in Smoke palette. It's absolutely stunning. Really feeling the cool tones, especially currently with all of the trends that are going on at the moment. And this palette is absolutely perfect for that. You get a mixture of your solid colors, and then you also get a handful of duochromes and multi-chromes, and they're just absolutely stunning. So I'm going to take you out into this hot Australian sun, because even though it is autumn, we have reached autumn, it is still 30, what do we sit now? What does this say? 36, no, 31. We are at 31 degrees outside today. That is degrees Celsius. So I'm not sure what that is in Fahrenheit, but it is hot outside. So let's go out into the sun and do a swatch of these shadows. So if you want to know how to create this makeup look using this makeup palette, then please keep on watching. As usual, you want to start off your eye makeup with some sort of eye base. I'm using MAC 24 Hour. I'm then going to go in with a piece of tape to get a really sharp defined edge. I'm doing this mainly because I'm using eyeshadow. There is no eyeliner in this look today. You can of course do everything first, and I have done it previously in previous tutorials, and then you just take a wipe at the end and clean up. I just wanted to use this today. This is a tape that I got free from Glam Reader. I think it might be a P. Louise brand. Not 100% sure, but you just want to make sure that you're looking dead on into your mirror when you're placing it to try and get it as even as possible. Eyes are sisters, not twins, so it can be a little bit tricky, but just do the best that you can. So today's palette is Up in Smoke from Australis. This is it here. We're going to start off with this shade here. I'm taking that on a big fluffy blending brush, and with this I'm going from the tape inwards just in the outer corner area. I'm also using a little bit to connect in that outer V on the lid area, and then once pretty much the shadow's off of the brush, I'm just softly blending those edges. I'm going to take this shade here on the same brush, and I'm placing this in the center of the crease. I'm also going over the edge of Smoked, what's that, the shade? To create a gradient in the crease. Now obviously you can do this many different ways. You could start with your lightest and go to your darkest. This is just how I chose to do it today. Then I'm going to go in with this shade here on the same brush, taking the lightest shade, and I'm really blending that into the inner corner crease area. It's a really nice smoky gradient. This on itself with a bit of mascara would be perfect for everyday wear. This is just not enough for me. I am long-lived heavy makeup, always have been, always will be. So I'm just going back and forth in between all three of those shades to build up that crease and make it a really nice soft blend. I'm going to go in with this shade here. This is the darkest in the palette, and I do believe that it is called Charcoal. And I'm swapping out for a small-ish pointed brush. It's not like a pencil brush small, but still small. And I'm using it on the outer corner here. So I'm going to go and press along the tape as if we're placing shadow where an eyeliner would be. Really pushing that into that outer corner there to give the illusion of an eyeliner without having to wear eyeliner. Eyeliner can be quite intimidating for people, especially when they're time poor. The second eyeliner knows that you're in a rush, she's just not going to work for you. So using eyeshadow is a great way, and with that tape there you can go in with that extra bit of confidence with the depth of it. I'm also taking that on the outer V area of the lid to start building up the depth at the lash line, because we're going to go in with some really shimmery shadows, and because we're not using eyeliner to anchor it, we want to make sure that there's some depth there. I am going to take a little bit of that shade through the outer crease as well, just a little bit, just for that definition. before we go ahead, we're just going to go in with our blending brush and just soften those edges. And I'm just going to take one last bit of that charcoal shade and really push that in along that tape so that we don't lose that illusion of eyeliner. So we're going to go in with this shade here, and I'm using my finger for this. It's a beautiful shade, and this I'm going to use my finger to pat on the outer corner in the middle of the lid. I'm leaving that inner corner free for the minute. I'm going to go into that middle silvery shade. This is more like a platinum, and it is way intense. It's a beautiful silver shade. And I'm going to pat that over the top, mainly focusing this more on the center of the lid because we are going for that gradient look. I'm going to wipe my finger off. I've got a wipe here. Always keep a wipe handy, trust me. Then we're going to go in with this shade here. Now when I first initially dug into this, it wasn't this purple tone, more of like a pink tone. It was looking more purple, which is fine. It's still a gorgeous color. It has a purple reflect. I'm going to go in with a flat, small shader brush. And I have all these samples from MAC, so I'm just going to use a bit of the Fix Plus sample little doobie. I'm trying to use up all of my stuff. I'm going to press that into the bristles of the brush, and then I'm going to go into the shadow. The other way that you can do that if you're worried about putting liquid into it is you could try and pick up as much as you can of the product on the brush and then spritz it, but this shadow in particular I'm finding really hard to pick up anything at all, even with it wet, so I've kind of got to dig into it. On the finger it works perfectly fine, but because I have my nails on I can't get into that inner corner, so we're just going to have to do this. But I just want to pop that on the inner corner. It's almost like a creamy foil instead of like a powder, so I think that's why I'm struggling to get it to pick up on the brush. But if you can get enough of it on there, then you can kind of push it in and blend it and just maneuver it around. So with this, because I want to add a little bit of interest to the eye, I'm placing it on this free inner part here, but I'm kind of pulling it up just in that little almost cut crease area. I'm not filling it across on the lid though, I'm just kind of bringing it up just in that area. And I'm going to go in with this shadow next to it. It's like a silver purple and it is gorgeous. Now I had no trouble picking up at all. I haven't added any extra product to my brush either. I'm kind of just taking that over the center of the lid and using it to connect the two shades together. Just patting motions, making sure that's all there. And then I'm going to use that second silver, that really intense one again, and I'm going to go back in over the top of that and tap them together. I'm going to go back in with the blending brush and a mixture of those three crease colors and just go over the top softly so that they're all nice and blended together, there's no harshness. And then back in with the pencil brush and that deep, almost black charcoal shade, and do the same steps on that outer corner as we did prior to laying down those silvers in that outer V area and pushing it in along the lash line for the illusion of the eyeliner, because we would have lost some of that shade and definition. And it's at this point now that I'm going to just pull that shade across the lashes, not all the way in, and it's more just a shade, like a shadow of it. It's nothing, not eyeliner-ish, we don't want it thick or anything like that. It's just enough there so that when we pop the lashes on, it has something to stick to. Okay, so that is it for the lid work. What we're gonna do is we're gonna do some mascara, and then we're gonna go and put some lashes on. These are just cheapies I found on Shein ages and ages ago. I'm not even sure that they're still there, but they're really light and fluffy, and I thought that they would work really nice with this smoked out palette. So going in with some mascara, this is MAC Stack. And while I wait for that to dry, I'm gonna clean up underneath. So I'll show you the sharpness. This is always the most satisfying part. Sharp line. Alrighty guys, so this is the completed eyes. I just went in and cleaned up underneath and just popped on some concealer. Now this eyeshadow palette has quite a bit of fallout, so I didn't actually do anything on the lower lash line except for put mascara on other than clean up, because a lot of it did fall. But it is totally up to you whether or not you want to have a dark under eye for this or not. You could go in with some eyeliner. You could use this as your way to use like a nude or a coloured eyeliner. Something like a grey or a purple would really work well with these really intense cool tone shimmer shadows, but I just left my natural. Yeah, I didn't really do anything. I am just going to go with a bit of blush though. I'm just going to take a neutral. This is Nippy's Pink Rose, and just put that on the apples. It's a really nice neutral pink, more cool tone than anything. Well, actually, now that I look at it, it does look like it's got a little bit of gold in it. It's just a really nice color. It's just really pretty. This was with the Whitney Houston collection from a few years ago. So it's not available anymore, but just a nice neutral, even pink tone would be nice. You could really go anywhere with this one because the eyes look so cool. You could even go with like a cool brown, something like that. I'm just gonna go in with something really, really basic for lips. I'm gonna use a Spiked lip gloss. Really gorgeous lip gloss from MAC. Alrighty guys, that is it for this makeup tutorial. I really hope that you enjoyed. Just trying to keep it a little bit shorter, a little bit more simpler with my makeup tutorials. We don't need to do full face every single time. You don't need to know the same things that I do every single day. If I do something different, I'll let you know, but realistically, it's just the same. This foundation is a video which it'll either be up already or will be up soon. It is a full face of Sugar Land makeup. So if it's already up, I'll link it below for you, but just keep an eye out for that if it's not, if you're curious on how I created the skin. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed. I hope you're having a fantastic day wherever you are and whenever you're watching this, and I will see you in my next makeup tutorial. Bye guys.